I'm going to take a second to talk to you about underdogs.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly was flying on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man soft. Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
What is going on, you guys? That's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. And we are in here, man. I got water today, so it's a little bit of a different vibe, but I am hyped. We already got 20 people in the chat. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're gonna get into this, man. That intro, that live intro always gets me hyped. Like, I feel like just letting the beat go a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? Turn it up a little bit, let it rock in the back, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk today, man. I want to talk about this defense. A lot of people are very, and rightfully so, a lot of people are very excited about this defense, and I am one of them. I think that we have a very talented defense. It is all on our coaching staff. But the question I pose today is, how great can this defense be? How great can this secondary be? How great can this front four be? And can we get good out of our can we get good out of our linebackers, right? Can we get good out of our linebackers? That's what we want. So I'll start it here. I think that the Philadelphia Eagles have put themselves in a position to say it is all up to the coaching staff. The Eagles put themselves in a position to say that now they have the talent around their team. They have the youth, they have the veterans, they have a good mixture of both, right? We talked about this in the beginning of the offseason, that the Eagles could fall into a trap where they just got players, that they just were competing. And I still get a little bit worried that I think that they're going to just evaluate some players that I don't feel like they should be. I think you should be trying to plug in the best players at those positions, but I could be wrong. I hope I am. But you look at the Eagles. Hold on, give me 1 second. You look at the Eagles, you look at what they were able to have done over this offseason. You look at the trades, you look at the pickups in the free agency, the draft picks. The Eagles have a very talented team. The Eagles have a very talented defense. So it's time that, we get honest and we realize that it is about the coaching right now. It's all about the coaching. The Eagles fans have every right to be excited about this team, about these players, but now it's all on the coaching staff. But shout out to everybody already in the chat, man. I see you, Quezzy the Great was the first one in here. What's going on? AK Eagle says, hope everything's good. I'm good, man. I'm good. Mike RV6J3, that's a crazy. AK says, make sure you hit that like and then subscribe. Yes, sir. What's going on, Ryan Bro? What's going on, Evan Brown? He says it's not all on coaching. It's all on the play. It's on the players too. They the ones that on the field, the ones who got to make the plays. That's true. That is true. But last year we saw not a great coaching output. You look at Nick Sirianni in the first half of the season, it wasn't the greatest. Obviously, he was able to turn it around. I'm not too worried about what he'll be in his second year, but you look at Jonathan Gannon, there was really no difference from game 1 to game 17. So I'm a little bit worried about the coaching staff, so I think it is on them. I think that last year we were able to say that, look, they didn't have necessarily all the talent that they needed to field the team that they wanted to. Now they do. So now you have all the pieces you want. You have all the pieces to the puzzle, so to speak. So it's time to put something together. What's going on, Michael DeJean? N'Kobe has to start, man. I don't see a world where he doesn't. If I had to make my guess, on who was going to be our starters, I would say it would be N'Kobe in the middle, TJ Edwards on one of the sides, and then a Davion Taylor on one of the sides. That would be my opinion. We'll see what actually happens, right? Gillette, what's going on? Our season will come down to coaching and Hurts. I can agree with that. I think Hurts has to make a big step. We've seen, him get better last year. We've seen him get better since his rookie year. He got better throughout college. He has to make a big step. There's no way of really sugarcoating it. He has to be better. So hopefully he will be. Hopefully he gets it together this year. What's going on? Further AM says, hope everyone is having a great day. I hope you as well. You get a mod for that. That was nice. Facts, Joe. And what's going on Unspoken? First of all, facts, Joe. No excuses because of the talent. I can't remember the last time we have 6, possibly 7 linebackers that have talent. We're fast and physical on the second level. I agree. You can look at a lot of our position groups and you can say this is probably the best at the top, or at least, depth-wise that we've had. You look at our offensive line, I won't say it's the best that we've had, but I think that we have more depth than we've had in a while. You look at the wide receiver room, I feel like that's very top-heavy. We haven't had a duo like that. I guess you can say Macklin and Djax, but I would personally say that this is better. We'll see what happens. Obviously, they got to actually play. Running back group, maybe that's probably the weakest. Safety room is probably weak as well. But linebacking group, you look at it, you love it. You got the cornerback room is looking really good. The front 4 is looking really good, and the depth behind it is looking really good. So I think we're good around, all around. We're a very good all-around team. So I'm excited to see what this team becomes. You wouldn't start White at linebacker, Dean Edwards and White. I wouldn't be against White starting at linebacker. I just like Davion Taylor. I think Davion Taylor showed flashes when he was able to play last year. He just unfortunately got injured a lot. So I think that if he's able to stay out there and stay healthy, I think he could be something special for our defense. He's a very fast guy. Very athletic. So I would be down to see either of them, though, because Kaiser White, you can kind of say the same thing about him. But Jorge, what's going on? Jorge Mendoza says, you think we'd switch to a 3-4 now? I think we're going to see both. I've said this before. I said this even before the offseason, before the draft. I think that, Jonathan Gannon wants to be a multiple type defense. Jonathan Gannon has said it himself. He wants to be a multiple type front defense. So I think you'll see a little bit of 3-4. You'll see a little bit of 4-3. You'll see maybe some 5 down linemen. You'll see some crazy stuff from this team. And that's why you have so much different depth. You have so much versatility in your depth. Let's not forget that they signed, Jacoby Stevens, who they were trying to work into the linebacking room as a safety. You look at a Patrick Jones, who they look at as a guy that can play both the linebacker, the edge rusher, and basically a rushing type linebacker, but they both believe he can play both. Shout out to whoever just subscribed. I can't read, so it is what it is, though. I can't read. It is what it is. Oh, you became a member. So shout out to Devin Whitehead. Or Whitted, did I say it right? Devin Whitted. Shout out to you for becoming a member, man. Shout out to you, brother. Nakobe should start only if he's 100% healthy, no rush. Yeah, I don't think that anything's really wrong. He's been like a full participant in everything so far. Obviously, that doesn't mean the world, but I think that he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right. Why does Dallas think they will be successful with CeeDee Lamb? Just because in college he was number 1, Devontae Smith was number 1 as well. Now we got 2 number 1s. Yeah, I mean, look, the Cowboys have a good wide receiving core. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Like, James White is a decent number 3. Gallup, when he comes back, he'll be a good player for them, a good number 2, if not, maybe even a higher ceiling than that. And then CeeDee Lamb is a very good wide receiver. So I'm not going to sit here and knock them, but they're not the same offense that they used to be. You know what I'm saying? That's an obvious thing. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Will they rely on the run a little bit more? But, realistically, I don't think that the Cowboys are going to be all that good this year. Maybe that's the hate in me. I'm sure that just triggered someone. Someone that's listening this is probably a Cowboys fan and just got triggered that I said that. But I don't care. I actually enjoy that. I like it. I try to do that once a day. But anyways, Devin Witter says Marcus Epps is gonna ball. But I think Marcus Epps is slept on, even by me. I'm gonna sit here and be honest with you. I am not sitting here thinking he's gonna be a nasty player, but I think he was ranked like number 19 in the limited snaps that he had from PFF. So we'll see, man. Darius Slay has said on multiple occasions that he thinks Marcus Epps is something, in this league. He thinks he's going to be a starter. So take that for what it will be. But, we'll see what happens. I'm excited. There's a lot of coaches on this staff, a lot of players on this staff with a lot to gain. One really good year can put a lot of these guys into different situations, into different tax brackets. You look at Jonathan Gannon. I'm very harsh on him, and I need to see him improve. But if he goes out there and balls out with this defense, even though he has a bunch of talent, people are going to look at him as a head coach. I don't think he should be. I don't know if he's ready, but he's young. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if he goes out there and balls out, it's going to look good. Gotta love water. Shout out to everybody in here, man. We got 25 people. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. AK Eagle says Marcus Epps is gonna have to have a stellar season. Bet that. I love what Epps brings, and he is most underrated safety on our team and possibly in all of NFL. Hey, I hope that he's good. I don't feel like we're gonna be asking our safeties to do too much. I said this, I think I went live yesterday. I don't think we're going to be asking our safeties to do what we used to when we had Malcolm Jenkins, when you had a Brian Dawkins, when you had even a Jordan Poyer, if you want to go back that far, when he was decent for us. I don't think we're going to be asking them to do that much. So I think they will have a good season. I do, because their jobs aren't going to be as tough as we've asked it to be before for the safety room. So I think that will help them. And then you have a guy like Anthony Harris, who has talent. He had a bad year. We'll see what happens, though, with him. I don't know. I don't want to jump off. I don't know. What's going on, One Above All? What's going on, brother? Evan Brown, let's get you a moderator, bro. Let's get you a mod. D-line starter should be Sweat, Cox, Hargrave, and Reddick, but have Sweat and Reddick stand up at the edge position to give them a running start. I think that you're going to see a bevy of looks. I would not be surprised to see Cox on the outside. I would not be surprised to see Hargrave on the outside as an edge rusher. I would love to see packages where you have maybe Brandon Graham, Javon Hargrave, Jordan Davis, and Fletcher Cox out there somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? I think that's your size package that stops the run, and you still get a good amount of pass rush from that lineup. So it'll be interesting to see how they use everybody. But that also goes on Jordan Davis. How big of a step does he take in his first year? In this first year, if he becomes a guy that they really, really trust to be a 3-down guy, I don't think they're going to shy away from doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they'll shy away from giving him playing time, especially knowing that Fletcher Cox is probably not going to be an Eagle next year. July says it's okay to say if Tom Brady just left the Patriots, he would sign with the Eagles this year. Wait, what? Is it okay to say? Possibly, right? Because we have that talent. Who knows, right? Possibly. I see what you mean. With playing too high, the job has changed. All that he has to do is read and react. Yeah, they're not going to be asked to, I would be surprised, because he is good at it. I would be surprised if they didn't ask Marcus Epps to move down into the box every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But it might not be at the same clip just because he's good at it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they're going to ask all their safeties to do that. So we'll see what happens. What did you say? AK Eagle says, you're right, Joe. It's a win-win with JG. Honestly, if he does good, we lose him to a head coach. And if he, sucks, we lose him. So either way, we are looking for a new DC. Most likely, I think we probably are looking for a new. It happens like that all the time, unless Jonathan Gannon just likes it here. What if Jonathan Gannon's just like, no, you got me the players I want. Let's ride this out. Let's go win a chip or something. That could happen too. These people have, they have their own agendas as well. We paid Jim Schwartz out the rear end. He was getting paid damn near head coach money when he was our defensive coordinator. So if he shows that he wants to be that guy for us, if he shows that he can turn this defense into a dominant defense again, Eagles fans and the front office, I'm sure alike, will be pounding the table to keep Jonathan Gannon. But we'll see what happens. AJ Smith, Quez, Pascal, and Rager is way better than Lamb, Gallup, Washington, Tolbert, and Brown. I think so. I mean, you can even take Rager out of it. We can even take Rager out of that. But no, yeah, I agree. Look, the three-headed dragon, that's what I'm gonna call him right now, of AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Quez Watkins is gonna be scary in my opinion. You have incredible speed with a Quez Watkins and very underrated player in Quez Watkins. I really do like Quez Watkins. AJ Brown, proven wide receiver in this league, more of a big body guy. Doesn't necessarily, he's not going to burn you over top every play, but he does have that in his arsenal. It's not like he's slow, but he's more of a big body, big hands, going to make the catch, tough catches. And then you got a Devontae Smith who's just a technician. You have three different type of wide receivers that give you three different things, but at the same time can just be better. You know what I'm saying? We have for the first time in a long time for Philadelphia Eagles fans, we have a trio that can just beat you. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily that Nick Sirianni has to make the best play in the world. Our players can just be better than your players. And that's something we haven't seen in a long time on the offense. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Don't forget Williams can play the edge too. Yeah, that just even goes even deeper to what the Eagles have been trying to do. They have been getting very versatile players. You even go back to that. So I'm glad you bring up Milton Williams up. If Drew Brees said he wanted to play for us 2 years, would you sign him? It's funny that you bring that up, Michael, because I asked that to my group chat, like my Eagles group chat. I would not, personally, I would not do it. I don't see the need to do that. I got nothing but respect for Drew Brees, but let's just see what we got. We're so young everywhere else, we might as well keep on building in that direction, in my opinion. Frank Tank says, tailgate with Frankie will not be sorry. I don't know. For some reason, I highly doubt that, Frank. Unspoken says, facts about the whole team, Joe. I'm hopping in the 3-4. I'm hoping in the 3-4, White, Taylor, Dean, and Hassan. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I want the Bear package, Fletcher, Davis, and Hargrave. I'm liking the LSU hybrid for Big Nickel. It's going to be very interesting to see how they utilize all these players. I'm excited. The only thing that would really upset me is if we're trash and we're not using these guys. If we're trash and we're trying every different thing, then it is what it is. We got to figure some things out and we'll see what's the issue. But if we're trash and we're just, staying stagnant, kind of like we were last year, I'm not cool with it, man. I'm not living that life again. So we'll see what happens. Jeremiah, you can take Rager right out of that. Let's just we'll talk about guys I think that are gonna make an impact. Even though I did tell Brandon, so if Brandon's in here, he's probably gonna call me out. I'm gonna be blindly faithful to Jalen Rager this year. I think he's gonna do something this year, just because everybody's hating on him. So I'm gonna have his back. So I take that back. Yeah, Jalen Rager is a big addition to our wide receiver room. Let's go. For sure, you're right. He could choose to stay. I'm just wondering if he would stall his own career for our benefit. I don't know if it's necessarily a stall. I mean, if you're winning, you're winning, right? If you win, everything's better when you're winning. If you go to the Raiders, well, I don't want to say Raiders because they used to be bad, but if you go to like the Jacksonville Jaguars if they suck again, or if you go to the Houston Texans if they're terrible again, is that really an upgrade from where you are? Maybe you'll get like a couple more mil. Like, I think that it'll be smart for him to wait for the right position or the right situation. That would be my opinion. We'll see what happens, but that would be my opinion. Who knows? Down the road, it might get to a point that is so beautiful. Like I said, we're paying him out the wazoo to just be our defensive coordinator. I don't know. I'm hoping that he does well. That's really what it comes down to. I remember when Philly put Travis Fulgham in the Hall of Fame. We did. We were hyped over Fulgham. He had a crazy stretch of games, though. You can't really hate on us. He had a crazy stretch of games. Cowboys fan talking here. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'll take Fulgham back. Where is he? I wonder where he is. I have no idea. I think he got cut by another team. I think the last time I remember he was on like the Panthers, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Jeremiah Rome's always spying. That's what they do. That's what they do. Fulgham is selling shoes now. He's stupid. Cleats. Why would you sell shoes? It might as well be cleats. Hey, did any of you see Todd Gurley is trying to make a return? That's good for him. I hope he does. God bless him. I hope he makes a return. Not for our team. Not for our team. But, hey, I hope he makes a return. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 30 people in here, 30 plus people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Twitch, if you're on Facebook and I'm not responding to your comments, I just like to read through comments on these lives. But I really only read through the YouTube comments. So go on over to YouTube, join the family, man. We have a whole lot of fun over there. It's a fun talk. They're crazy over there. They're crazy over there. Everyone says stop. If that's true, with AK Eagle said, would you give Todd Gurley a try? No, I'm good on him. I think that we have a good enough running back crew. I would bring Jordan Howard back. I have no idea why Jordan Howard is still a free agent. He should be on the Philadelphia Eagles right now. I know that he doesn't stay healthy, but damn, so Miles Sanders doesn't stay healthy. So if we're going off that, why is Miles Sanders here and not Jordan Howard? And I love Miles Sanders, but I love me some Jordan Howard too. Jordan Howard's that dude. Quez at the position. What's going on, Ralph Lauren? Quez at the third position is deadly. Has a chance to average 5 receptions, maybe 60, 70 yards. Yeah, but with Quez or Goddard has a chance to eat. Yeah, those boys are going to reap the benefits. It's up to obviously Jalen Hurts to find them, but they should be the guys that reap the benefits. They should be the guys that are looking at one-on-ones with nobodies, really, with scrubs. So I think that, I've said it before, I think that Quez Watkins is going to have a huge year. I really do. Blindly faithful. He ain't been faithful to us. Get that man out of here. Look, man. Jalen Reagor season. You know what I'm saying? 2022, Reagor season. Remember I said it. What's going on, Ryan Rowe? Marcus Epps play, making enough defense, creating enough space to reach the potential of it. Yeah, I think he is a guy that definitely helps you in the running game. Someone got to carry the coffee and Twizzlers. Reagor has a purpose. Look, what if J. Joe becomes nasty at tight end? Somebody got to hold that umbrella now. Stop, leave my boy alone, man. Y'all not going to make me talk junk about my guy. Y'all not, man. It's Jalen Reagor season, all 2022. Remember that. All right? Remember that. Frank Tank says, why is he probably better at selling shoes than he is at catching ball? Frank Tank, get it. Stop it. I get you, and I hope you're right, man. That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm just hoping at this point TF13 had Linsanity vibes, but it was real, though. That is true. That's 100% true. It was kind of like Linsanity. He was dope, though. He was good. Peter King loves y'all. It's lit. I don't know why. He had Chargers at, like, number 2, though. Once I saw that, I was like, all right. I feel like he's just saying stuff. Like, I understand. I think the Chargers are going to be a way better team than they were last year, and I think they were a better team than they were last year. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, their record, but I don't know. He put them at like number 2. I think we'll be a top 10 team. I do think we have top 10 potential, top 10 talent, but we'll see what happens. Philly for Life says, what did I miss? Not much. We just chopping it up. If Miles gets 1,200 yards, would you give him the bag? Depends on what the bag is. If it's over $6 million a year, no. I just don't see the reasoning. We are a team that runs a running back by committee, so why give one guy a absorbent amount of money? It just doesn't make sense to me. Let Miles eat all the hype on the rest of the offense, my man coming. I think that, look, I love Miles Sanders, but if we're going to play this type of offense, it just doesn't make sense for us to pay him. And I'm realistically not going to start getting my hopes up and thinking we're going to pay him, because I just don't think we will. Mike says he wouldn't give him the bag. Dominic Giovanazzo. I don't know if I'm saying. Let me know if I'm saying that right. We're gonna give you a mod. I'm not trying to butcher your name. Reagor, what is he playing? Wide receiver 3. He's probably gonna be like the 4th wide receiver, maybe 5th. We'll see what happens in training camp. But it's Reagor season, man. I'm telling you, he can't do any worse than he's been doing. So he's gonna have a big year. Watch, big step up this year. Mike says, I need to see more out of Dallas Goedert. He has a lot of drop passes. We're looking for him to be a number 1 tight end, and he has to play better. I think that he's good. I think he's one of the best tight ends in the league, and I don't think that's like gassing it up. The PFF has him ranked at, I think, number 4 in the league as far as his grade. He's one of only 4 that is above 90 at the tight end position. So I think he's a very good player. The drops need to stop, you know what I'm saying, bars. But yeah, I think he's a very good player. I think that the drops do hurt, but outside of that, we're blessed to have Dallas Goedert. But I definitely agree with you on the drops. Miles is here because how we drafted him. Jordan Howard is a chubby chick that is always there if you're lonely and need loving on Friday night. Say it ain't say Joe. Please, you made it so far. Don't let Reagor drop you like he drops the football. It's Reagor season, man. It's Reagor season. Y'all not gonna talk about my dog like that, bro. It's Reagor season. I'm telling y'all. Reagor will be the 4th wide receiver. He probably will be. If he's 4th or 5th wide receiver, I think that's not the worst thing in the world. Jalen Reagor is a 1st-round pick. Jalen Reagor hasn't played like it. But like I said, man, there's 40 people in this chat. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe if it's Jalen Reagor season. I know that nobody's going to hit that like or subscribe because nobody believes in Jalen. I believe in Jalen Reagor. There's not much lower he can go, in my opinion. It is what it is. I hope not, but I think he's going to take snaps from Quez if we don't move him. I would stop yelling Reagor season if that happens. I don't want to see Quez Watkins losing any snaps to anybody. I think Quez Watkins is at number 3 a steal of a player. I think at number 3 wide receiver in that slot, that's scary. Are you trying to get Rager to sub or something? You don't believe that? Nah, man. I feel like every year you got to pick one player. You got to pick a player that nobody believes in and you just want to see him prove him wrong. Right now it's Jalen Rager for me. I might change my mind after week 1 if he pisses me off. But, you know, let me live. Let me live, Taylor. Let me live, man. Or female, whatever you are. Just let me live. So you will let him go, Sanders, if he doesn't accept the money? Yeah, I think that you can replace his production. I think he's a very good player. Don't get me wrong, but I think you can replace his production. Now he's going to get a bag after this year. It just won't be with the Eagles. I don't know. I don't know if he will. I mean, define a bag. We can all say like $1 million to me is a bag. Shoot. So what do y'all think is a bag? Do you think he's going to get near 10? I don't think he's going to get near 10. I think he'll be in the neighborhood of 6 to 8. Outside of CMC and Carolina, can't pay a running back is throwing away money. Pay the O-line, you'll still average 3 to 4 yards a run. Good enough to set up the play action. Facts. That's 100% Ralph Lauren. And not only that, you brought up CMC. You look at the CMC situation. He's kind of handcuffing them. I would not be surprised to see CMC not on the Panthers at a very, very soon date, because he just handcuffed them. So you even look at Zeke. He kind of handcuffed them, that big contract. So said Ward is better than Rager. I'm not against that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just said I'm blindly gonna back up Jalen Rager, blindly being the main part. Joe, come on, he is only a first because Howie. It's facts. It's facts. You're not wrong, AK Eagles. But can I just can I live there? Can I live? The Goddard drop pass thing is such BS. His catch rate is 73%. How many other tight ends? Yeah, no, it's facts. I think that, look, they were tough drops. They were at the worst times. It was just, it was rough. It is what it is. But at the same time, he does everything else at a very, very high rate. And he does catch the ball at a very, very high rate. So it is what it is. We just see those drops and it hurts because they were at bad times. It was bad timing. Jeremiah Butler says, how is Rager gonna prove us wrong? He's a first round pick with the less than third round. Yeah, no, facts. I thought that he was a third rounder and nothing would prove me otherwise. Now, I feel you. What if Rager did go off though? That's what I'm saying, that I could be that guy that says, see, I have faith in him. Just got here and heard Rager's name, get him out. Nah, bro, I'm just trying to save you the pain. I gave up a long time ago. See the light. Hey, look, we understand what Jalen Rager is, right? We understand what Jalen Rager is. I'm not sitting here saying he's going to have a 1,000-yard season with 10 touchdowns and go crazy, but I think he'll have some good catches. I think he'll have some really good moments this year. I don't think it'll be all bad because he has way less pressure on him this year. So we'll see what happens, man. Okay, this season 3, a first rounder comes out the gate producing. Well, let's not forget, Nelly had that one big year for us right in the slot. When we moved him to the slot, he had that one big year for us. So maybe this is something that he could do. Maybe this is something that, Jalen Rager can do. Maybe, I'm gonna have faith. I'm gonna have faith. But we got 40 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's get to 40 likes, man. Let's get to 40 likes. Gillette says, I really hope Rager goes off. I really do too. But I want to kind of put a bow on this with this statement. I wanted to talk about the defense coming into this, right? I know we kind of went off track with the comments and everything, but it is what it is. This defense has every potential and no excuse to be great. They have no excuse not to be great. They have no excuse. They have every single type of player that they wanted. Could they have gotten a better safety in the offseason? Maybe, yeah. Could they have gotten a younger cornerback or something, whatever? Yeah, we can nitpick at some of these picks. But at the same time, you have the talent you need. You have the versatility you need. It is time to make it happen. It's time to make it happen. On offense and defense, Nick Sirianni has no excuse. On defense, Jonathan Gannon has no excuse. It is time to produce. As Eagles fans, we have to demand improvement. I'm not going to say greatness. I'm not going to say demand a Super Bowl. Not demand that. We have to demand improvement. We have to see development. That is what we were promised 2 years ago when we got rid of Doug Peterson, and that is what I still expect. So, With that being said, we saw an improvement over last year, right? From the first game for 8 games to the last 8 games, there was a different team in a lot of the senses of the word. We were able to make the playoffs with a different type of team in the last 8 games. Obviously, we walk into Tampa and we realize we still got a lot of work to do. Now we did the work. Howie did his work. Right? We left Tampa looking at Howie saying you have to fill these holes. You have to figure these positions out. We did it now. We did it now. There is no excuse for the Philadelphia Eagles to not go out there and win 10-plus games. There's none. There's none. Outside of injury, there is none. I will not be happy if the Eagles go out there and underperform. That's it. That is it. Cowboys fan talk says, say it greatness. Man, I know y'all want to. That's the one thing I say. See, I ain't say nothing about the Cowgirls until my mans had to come in here. But I will say this. Cowboy fans and Giant fans and the NFL fans in general are scared. They're scared. Just like take a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? When you get around a Cowboy fan, when you get around a Giants fan, when you get around an NFL fan in general, just take a nice deep breath and smell the stench of fear on them. The Eagles did everything they had to do this offseason. The Eagles were not the team everybody thought they were going to be last year. All the hate, I don't even want to say hate, all the doubt, all the criticism that I give Jalen Hurts, no one thought he was going to do, including me, thought he was going to be as good as he was last year. No one thought he would take the step he did last year, the steps he took last year. And they're scared. They're scared because he's going to keep taking those steps. They're scared because Howie Roseman is saying that he got us now. Howie Roseman is a different GM. They're scared because their GM's the same. They're scared their team has been the same for 26 years. And I love it. I love it. So I'm not mad at you for being afraid. I'm not mad at you Cowboys fans for being afraid. I'm not mad at you Giants fans for not understanding what greatness might look like. And I just said it. I said greatness. I'm going to talk that talk because I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of people coming into my chat thinking we can't be confident. Why not? Why not? I said it last year before the playoff game, and we got smacked. It is what it is. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers went out there and smacked us, but I was confident because I saw a different team. I saw a different Philadelphia Eagles than I saw throughout that whole season. I saw different Philadelphia Eagles. And you know what? I expect to see another one. I expect to see continued growth out of this Philadelphia Eagles. Continued growth out of Jalen Hurts, out of Nick Sirianni, out of Shane Steichen. Let's not forget him. Out of Tracy Rocker. I want my sacks. I want my sacks back. We went from a top 3 team in sacks to way below top 3. We were bottom 3. I want my sacks back, Tracy Rocker. I want my team to continue to grow. And I think there's every reason to believe they will. So when you're around one of these fans, man, just let them, you know what I'm saying? You just got to let them be afraid. Sometimes you got to face your fears, you know what I'm saying? And September 11th, the NFL is going to have to face their fear, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles are back. After a year hiatus, we had 1 year off, right? Carson Wentz didn't want to play for the Philadelphia Eagles no more, but guess what? We got a man that does. And if he don't work out, guess what? We got the ammo to go get one other guy that wants to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. We aren't handcuffed. We aren't handcuffed. If anything, we are in one of the best positions in the NFL, in the league. We are one of. So clip that. Y'all want me to be confident? Clip that. Go ahead. Use that. Make y'all little tail of the tapes. Make y'all little hype videos talking about the season. Now Eagles fans is talking that talk because I'm talking that talk. It's fly Eagles fly. We out here. We are about to get it. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I'm hyped for this season. And the more that people tell me I shouldn't be, the more I'm going to be. Simple as that. Simple as that. We got 50 people in the chat. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Larry Johnson says, honestly, I feel we have the components to be a top 5 defense and offense, especially with the schedule, bro. We definitely should make it to the NFC Championship. I agree. Look, if Jalen Hurts makes the step we think he will, that we hope he will, at the very least, even if you don't think he will, that you hope he will, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. And we have the right to feel like that, man. This dude says, Spike said, this is a big change in your content. For months, it was all doom and gloom. Now you Dick Vitale. Because things happen. Because things change. Am I supposed to not be excited about this team? First of all, shout out to Dick Vitale. Didn't he pass away? Isn't rest in peace to Dick Vitale if he passed away. If not, that's my guy. That's my guy. 15-2. Who said that? But Speed kills you right. Telling 50. Ain't nobody said 15-2. Ain't nobody said 15-2. But I'm tired of people telling me I can't be excited about this team. I'm tired of people telling me, oh, you preseason champs. When have we ever been that? When have we ever been that? When has Eagles fan base ever been the ones saying this our year? When have Eagles fans been ones saying this is our year? Come on, man. That's not who we are. Like, come on. Hurts throwing at 5,000. Look at the weapons. This dude, Cowboys fan talk. I'm about to put you on timeout for that. I'm about to put you on timeout. Oh, my God. I'm about to put you on timeout. 13-4, 12-5. Look, I think we should at least win 10 games. And I don't think that that's unfair to say. I'm not asking for a Super Bowl. I want a playoff win. I think that if we win one playoff game, that's a win this year. I think that shows improvement. I think that, obviously I'm going to be looking at the games within the games, right? You're going to be evaluating the players within the games and looking at how every player gets better and who could be a guy for long term. But look, if we win a playoff game, that's a win to me. I want to win the Super Bowl, but I'm not expecting them to. Just last year, people were telling us we were going to win 3-4 games. Like, I feel confident in my team in saying that we should be a 10-win team, and that's a big turnaround. That's a huge turnaround. There hasn't been a repeat winner in the NFC East since the Philadelphia Eagles did it in 2004. So I don't know if you care about history at all. I don't care if you do, but I do. And history says that it's our chance, that we got a shot to come out here and win this division. So if it's Dick Vitale that I got to be, then it's Dick Vitale I'm going to be. I don't care. I'm hyped about this season. I hope y'all are too. But I am going to be back tomorrow. I just wanted to come through here, say what up. Go on over to Tone's Live. Go on over to Tone to Shields. Chalk it up with Tone to Shields. That's where I'm going to be. Before you get out of here, be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. Join the family. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out here. Peace!
Everywhere, this is for you.